Hello, welcome to my video review of How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World, or the third one in the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. Let's just get this out there right now. If you have seen the first two films and enjoyed them, or heck, you even just put the time into them and you're like, they're alright, go watch this third one. You've invested this much time into the franchise, this series, go finish this off. This has such a satisfying ending, at least in my opinion. I can see others how they might not think it is, but I truly do think it is satisfying. It reminds me, or harkens me back to Kung Fu Panda trilogy, the Dark Knight trilogy, Star Wars as well. Not that they're on the same scale, but of how satisfying those ends are. Or Lord of the Rings, you know how everything comes to fruition. Now, all those endings are not happy. All those endings are not sad. And I'm not saying this movie ends on either note. I'm just saying it is very satisfying, and I cannot love the ending any more than I already do. With that being said, this is still a kid's film, but I really do think it is entertaining for all ages. I think your teenagers can enjoy it. I think you and your friend group can enjoy it. The animation in this film is just beautiful. There's a couple scenes, and it's no shocker and spoiler or anything, but the Hidden World is just beautiful. It is so well crafted, and my gosh, I don't know how it didn't take them like years to make it on some of these scenes, because there's so many moving parts. And that's a beautiful thing about this film, is that there's a lot of scenes where there's focuses on Hiccup or Toothless or someone, but there's so much going on in the background, and just back there, and it's for no one particular, because most kids and adults will probably be focused on the main characters because they're talking, and that's the focal point. But they put in the stuff in the background just to make it all seem more alive, and I love that. Another thing that's beautiful about this film is, not surprisingly, Toothless and Hiccup's relationship together. It really comes together here. You can see how much they've grown, you know, just physically and emotionally, and how much they've grown together in terms of combat and flying. You know, and How to Train Your Dragon 1 and 2, there's a lot of how Hiccup was moving Toothless, but now we don't see that because it's flawless. They don't need to show like how they're still working together. They almost know each other's movements to the T. You know, it's beautiful, and I love their relationship so much. And I said they grew older, but they could still play around. You know, in the trailer you could see him, Toothless, playing with Hiccup's leg, and it's still very much an adorable pet and owner thing, but I don't claim this as a pet and owner thing. Yeah, there's a theme in the film where they're like, you know, Toothless is yours, but I really do think sometimes it does come across as they are two equals. Almost all character interactions are either funny or they are needed for plot, but they're actually like meaningful story elements that aren't just hodgepodged in there. I mean, the movie switches from one scene where a certain character is starting to try and hit on Hiccup's mom, and like, it's been a year and a half, she's probably fine. And then it switches to advice on marriage for Hiccup and Astrid, if they're going to do it or not, and then advice on maybe Toothless and Hiccup's relationship as well. And it just flawlessly goes from comedy to seriousness, and it's just really well done. I think, at least for a kid's film, I would disagree if this is supposed to be an adult film and it had that kind of switching, but for a kid's film, this is really good. This movie's villain is a bit basic, a little lackluster, but this film franchise has never been the focus of having good villains. The focus is Hiccup and Toothless, and that's where this movie succeeds. The villain does have a redeeming scene, and again, it switches from being serious to being funny. And someone's captured a prisoner, and you know, they're about to be like, I'm going to kill you eventually and feed you to my dragons. This villain is saying that, and the person annoys the villain so much where he's like, God, just freaking leave. Here's a dragon, go fly away. And he's serious. There's no, you know, like no tracking device on the dragon or anything. He's just like, get out. Because he was going to feed that dragon that the villain gave to this person. He was going to feed that dragon to one of his dragons. And so, like, he really didn't care. Like, there was no evil foil plan there. It was just, he was that fracking annoyed about this character, and that's funny. That's so funny. This film is for all ages. There's something in this film for anyone, and I cannot stress how much I really did love the ending. The last 5 minutes are just beautiful. It's beautifully animated. It's beautifully casted and voiced. and just it's really good in my opinion. It's not a perfect film. It's a 9 out of 10, but it's definitely worth your time. It's definitely worth your money, and I'm not surprised if it could actually steal an Oscar next year, of course. It has lost two admirable foes, How to Train Your Dragon 1 and 2, and this year it's going to have to go up against Frozen 2, so good luck there. But it's definitely worth every penny. I loved it so much. It was so beautiful, and even if you don't have kids and it's just you, and I would suggest you watch the other two before you go to this one, but it is still such a good movie, and it'll be a classic franchise for me for a while. And it's possible they could do something with it, but I don't think they will. I think it is satisfying ending. It's good. I really did enjoy it. But that's it for me. My name is Clark Addison. I review entertainment because I care. And let me know what you guys think about the movie down below in the comments. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Were you looking for more of an ending that we got? Let me know. And if you like the video, give it a like. If you really like the video, subscribe to the channel to get more videos. And tell your friends about it. That's the best way to spread the word and best way to grow the channel, grow the community. But that's it. Thanks for all watching. See you guys in the next one.